This video gives you an overview of the Transmission Impact Assessment process, otherwise known as Project Progression for distributed generation connections in our SHEPD licence area. Once you have submitted your application for a distributed generation connection, we will undertake the design of your connection. During this process, we will establish whether your connection offer will include a dependency on a transmission assessment. This occurs when the capacity at certain grid supply points cannot accommodate your connection capacity. Where this occurs, an application to the Transmission System Operator, National Grid Electricity System Operator, or National Grid ESO, is required in order for them and the Transmission Operator, SSEN Transmission, to determine the impact of your requested capacity. For projects between 50 kilowatts and 999 kilowatts, we will determine whether the requested capacity is deemed to have an impact. Where no impact is identified, there will be no application to National Grid ESO required. However, you may still be required to await the completion of existing transmission works. This will be detailed in your connection offer. Where an impact is identified on connections greater than 1 megawatt and less than 9.999 megawatts, we will enter the Transmission Impact Assessment process with National Grid ESO on your behalf. For connections equal to or greater than 10 megawatts, you will be required to apply directly to National Grid ESO to progress your transmission assessment. Whether applied for by us or you, the outcome of the transmission assessment will be provided to us in the form of an offer from National Grid ESO. We will review this offer, and where transmission works are required to facilitate your connection, we will access the requirements and issue a variation to your initial connection offer. The variation will detail your estimated transmission access date and identified technical or financial requirements. When a generator applies to connect to the transmission system or to increase its existing capacity, SSEN Transmission undertake the required reinforcement works to their network to accommodate its needs. However, the generator may decide to cancel its project or reduce its capacity. Where the associated works have already begun and the capacity cannot be reused, this can result in unnecessary costs for wider network users and ultimately for consumers. User commitment places liabilities on you to financially secure the cost of the transmission works or ensure otherwise avoidable costs are not incurred. Alongside your variation, we will provide you a user commitment statement detailing the payments required by National Grid ESO for security, and in the event of cancellation or reduction in capacity, the liability fee you would be required to pay. Should you choose to accept the variation, and upon payment of security, we will accept our offer from National Grid ESO, securing your capacity on the transmission network. To progress this, you must accept the variation within 30 working days. Following acceptance, we will provide you with an updated security and liability statement at 6 monthly intervals and request you provide the required security for that period. The security values can increase, decrease, or maintain their values based on the spend of the transmission reinforcements at the time, and whether your project has secured planning consent. Upon completion of your project, all securities will be refunded and liabilities will fall away. To find out more about project progression and the different processes involved, visit our website. Hopefully this short film has been helpful in giving you an overview of project progression. Should you need any further support, please contact us.